Yeah! Damn, look at that sunset. I was looking at it, but I turned around so it could be in the video. So, uh, today, for my 1 subscriber special, thanks to my first subscriber, probably won't ever see this, but I mean, I don't know. I wrote down something. I've been writing down ideas for videos, and I got this one, which is I realize in hindsight now, a year ago, just about, just over a year ago, I literally created a whole ass contract using AI, obviously, and I signed it and everything. And maybe I'll put it in the video. But the whole idea, the reason I created the contract was because, okay, so first of all, it was for thumb pulling. And it came from a superficial place of like wanting to look better, pretty much, you know, as many things tend to, like working out and whatever. But it started superficial, and ultimately I now in hindsight see the immense power that came from doing that, and how it was like a very big domino that led to hitting and falling over the next set of amazing other dominoes of discipline throughout my life, of creating a life that I want. So it started with thumb pulling. I saw a video of someone describing how thumb pulling, which is like literally you put your fingers up in the palate of your mouth like that, and you pull as hard, literally as hard as you possibly can, forward for like 30 seconds, sideways for 30 seconds, and kind of almost backwards for 30 seconds, all like moving. So there's 3 spots in the palate, and supposedly it gives you like a more defined cheekbones and all that, and so it changes your face. And there's also some for lower jaw, whatever. I didn't do that. Anyway, I saw the video and I was like, you know what? I want to commit to something. I always say I'm going to do something and I don't fucking do it. I want to do something. And it was like, yeah, I want to do this, but it wasn't like just this. It was, for once, it was like, I want to do something and I want to, for once, follow through, commit, and do it. And I had very little faith in myself in just saying I'm going to do something and then start doing it. You know, because I would, if I started doing it, I probably did it for like, no joke, 2 days, maybe a week, and then I'd fall off, never do it again. Whatever it is, like say exercising, or I don't know, whatever, meditating, whatever, you know, self-help thing or self-improvement thing. So I was like, okay, what's going to be that thing that's going to get me to do it? So I wrote up a contract, and for me, it was a contract with the universe, okay? Or with my higher self or something like that. And there wasn't any, like, if I don't do it, then I get fucked or whatever. No, it's just like I'm making a commitment and I'm doing it every single day, no matter what, unless there's a genuinely very good, like a actually good reason not to. And even if I don't, and if there's a good reason not to, then I have to do it twice the next day, which I think across the span of, I don't know how long I did it for. It might have been, I want to say 5 or 6 months, in which at that point, I actually created a new contract with, and by the way, I put this in the first one that I could do this, that I can like end the contract whenever I wanted to. It provided it was in like formal writing. So that's where the new contract was to dissolve the first one. So there was a lot of intention through all of that, right? It wasn't just like I'm gonna do it and then I'm gonna like wean off of it, and then I eventually just like kind of stopped a little less, and then I just never did again. No, it was like I'm fucking doing this. I'm committing to it no matter what. And if it comes to the point where I like don't want to do it anymore and it's not for me or whatever, that's fine. I won't do it anymore, but I have to put it intentionally in writing and like make a thing out of it. So throughout that entire, I want to say 5 or 6 months, whatever it was, it might have been 3. I don't remember, to be honest. I'll probably check the contract. I think I have it somewhere. Shit, I think it's on my old computer. I have it on a drive somewhere. Um, I I might have genuinely skipped it one time. One day, maybe. There's no way I did it more than 2 days. Where every single morning I would do it, right? And maybe one day I skipped. And I probably a handful of times, like literally 3 to 5 times I skipped, and then I did it the next day twice. But one time I probably skipped. I don't even know if I skipped that one time. But I'm thinking like there might have been one time where I just like fully skipped it and just was like, fuck it, I'm not doing this. But anyway, I committed to it. Across the span of, I don't know, 3 months, 5 months, whatever the hell it was, one time not doing it, I mean, that was like, that is a game changer, dude. And the fact that I like, so without rambling on forever, I'm talking about this because I would never hold on to things before. I never like commit, for one. And if I did commit, I would never follow through beyond a certain blank amount of days. And so, one, I had the, you know, I was committed. Well, before I was committed, I had the desire or the definite chief aim associated to the desire. And I had the intention, the strong intention of like, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try it out. And then because I was able to commit to this one thing, that wasn't that big of a deal. It could have been a smaller thing or a bigger thing. And I'm rambling, but because of that, now fast forward, I don't know, 9 months or so, I'm in Thailand, and for a long time, I had the intention of, I want to start working out. So I got a job where I started doing very heavy manual labor, and I was getting in shape. And then I lost a job, and I was like, you know what? This happened before. I don't want to get jacked from a job, and then I lose a job, and I'm reliant on it, and now I'm not jacked. I just lose everything because I have no fucking discipline outside of work or whatever. So instead, I was like, you know what? I'm going to commit. I wanted to do calisthenics for a really long time. So I just started doing a little bit, not anything crazy. I started doing, so like 3 days a week, maybe 20 to 30 minutes per day. I started doing a push day, a pull day, and a leg day, and a total of an hour and a half a week, give or take. And that completely changed my body. And I got a lot stronger, and that propelled me into where I am now, where I'm getting a little bit more tuned with that. And I also, forgive me, I'm all over the place, but I also decided, without doing a contract at this point, I saw a video of someone talking about how good it is for the mind and to, build willpower and discipline to plank every single day. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. Actually, I would like to plank every single day. I think that would be good in terms of, I would look better in some ways, but also I think like if I can set my mind to it and have a definite chief aim, a goal, and I just do it every day, basically first thing in the morning, no matter what, then it was another challenge or whatever. And it worked. I did it for a long time. And then I started meditating every morning and every night. So all these, like, it all started from that one contract I made with myself where I basically showed myself, like, oh, I actually can decide to do something and do it. And now I decided more recently, past couple, 3 weeks or so, 3 weeks ago, I decided, you know what? I'm actually going to go after my fucking goals, my vision, like what I want to do, my financial freedom, independence, what I want to do in the future. And I'm going to actively work towards it because I'm deciding now that I can create that for myself. And I swear to God, creating that first little contract with myself, determining that I was going to commit to something, that is the reason I'm doing this shit now. So I think there's so much power in that. And forgive me for it being all over the fucking place. And I'm still working on getting my thoughts in order to articulate my, message across accurately, properly, concisely. But damn, I was gonna say one more thing. I mean, I don't know, whatever. Yeah. That's I can't remember, so fuck, that's it, I guess. I'll get better at it over time. Thanks for watching.